Okay, let's select the heading New Windows 3.1 Features up on page 1, and we want the bullet points under it as well. I'm going to hold the shift key down, move to the end and click there, and let's click the outside border button on the formatting toolbar. And we want the selection that gives a border around the outside border. There we go. And now click outside the selection, and now click the text inside the border again and go to the Format menu. Borders and Shading. And on the Shading tab, let's select a green. And let's go to the Borders tab, and let's scroll down and select the triple line. There it is, and click OK. And now let's click outside the selection to see the effect. And now let's go to page 2 and select Running Windows and the paragraph underneath it, and let's go to the Format menu, Borders and Shading, and on the Shading tab let's click the Style arrow and we'll select 12.5% and go to the Borders tab and let's click the shadow box, and we want applied to the paragraph, and let's click the third selection from the bottom under Style. Let's scroll down to the bottom. That's the one we want, and click OK. Now let's press Control Home to jump back to the beginning, and let's click the Zoom drop arrow and select 150%. So we can see the text better, and let's find the word resume on the first paragraph, and let's select that first E and hold the Control key down and press the apostrophe, and then press the E key and we get a apostrophe. Let's do the same for the last E there, and let's go to the Zoom drop arrow and select page width. Now scroll down to just below the red text on page 1 and place the insertion point on the blank line underneath that red text. And let's right click on the toolbar and select Drawing if it's not already selected, which it is on mine. So let's close that and click the text box tool. And let's click and drag out a text box to the right of the chart, and we want to add some text. These headings used to be at 90 degrees in the previous course. We had the text pointing upwards. Now place the insertion point after 90 and go to the Insert menu and Symbol. And we want the Symbols tab, which is probably automatically selected, and we want normal text from the font, and let's click the degrees symbol, which is probably at the end of the 4th row. Let's scroll up, I'm near the bottom there. There it is, and click on that and click the Insert button and the Close button. And now we can double click on the word degrees to select that word and hit the delete key. And now click the arrow tool on the drawing toolbar, and let's drag out an arrow from about halfway down on the left hand side of the text box pointing to comments. And then let's click the arrow style button and we'll select the third type on the top row. and let's click the arrow style button and more arrows, and let's from the begin size drop list, let's select the largest size. Let's begin style. We can change the style. We want the size, which is the next one down. Let's select a big one, and then OK. And now let's select the text under the heading New Windows 3.1 Features. All that green. And let's go to the table menu, sort, and there it is. And we want paragraphs in the sort by and text in the type, and we want ascending. And let's click OK. And now let's scroll down to page 2, and let's select the bulleted text under the heading Upgrading from Windows 3.0 does the following. And let's go to the table menu and sort, and we want descending selected, and from the type drop arrow we want text, it's already there, and click OK, and let's save that.